Hello and welcome everyone tonight to another edition of TMGeek. This will be our penultimate matchup for the season. It is our bronze matchup, our number one contenders matchup, third place matchup. It's the third place matchup from the tournament. We have decided to turn it into whoever wins this matchup will be the very first number one contender to face Joe Farrelly, who just won the Geek Championship at the beginning of next season. So, without further ado, I'm your host, Kevin the Philosopher Poss, and on the desk with me today, as always, is Aaron Knoll. How are you?
Good. Absolutely. We just had one hell of a match happen in that title match. Everything you could ask for in that match. You know, we had great round ones, round twos, round fives. Round four screwed everybody. And we got our champion, Mr. Joe Farrelly. And now we have our two semifinal competitors, one of whom has already played him, and the other took on his other competitor, Amaru. And now they're going to play each other to try and get back at Joe.
That is exactly right. I didn't know if we were going to do this matchup, but I figured, hey, why not? Like it's it'll make for a nice transition into the new season. So I know these guys are excited. Let's go ahead and bring them in. We'll start off with the high-ranked competitor. He is, I believe. Hang on, just a second. Sorry.
He was the number 3 seed in the tournament.
He is, hang on. There we go. Thought I had that pulled up. All right, here we go. All right, we'll go ahead and bring in these guys, and we'll talk to them for just a moment, and then we'll get things going. We're going to start off with a competitor who did indeed lose to Joe Farrelly, but it was a hell of a match. He has accrued the highest point average in TMGeek so far. He is David García, the Spaniard. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. I didn't know the average thing. That's cool. Hey, so yeah, I lost to Joe. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm his manager, and we got the belt. So sure, that was the goal. One of us had to be the champion. So mission accomplished. Now, I'm playing for a chance to get back at Joe, and I'm playing Alan, who I have faced before in Star Wars, and I think that's the only time we have faced each other. So I can't really see how this is going to go. I am coming out of my worst TMGeek performance, probably, which came in the worst possible moment. But now what I want to do is just not have one of those matches and I guess play my average. So let's hope that's enough. And let's do this.
All right. Anything else for David, Aaron, before we get started?
Yeah, so I was going to say, so we talked about multiple times in the title match, you know, your managee, your buddy, Joe Farrelly, the champ, holds, you know, one record that's important, and he is the only person to ever achieve a perfect round at the moment, and he's got 3 of those, 2 of them perfect 11 for 11. But you yourself hold a record. You are the highest points earner in a match ever, with 28 points outside of those who have participated in a title match, obviously. So how does that play into it? Does that make you feel a little bit more confident, or is it just, hey, let's play this and see where it goes?
Not really. Because like I already had that record when I faced Joe, and that didn't go well. So I'm just coming in like I always do, with my knowledge, and hope it plays out. And honestly, the perfect rounds thing doesn't really bother me, because I am not someone who gets a lot of perfect rounds, because I have some gaps in my general knowledge. So when it happens, it's great. I think it has happened twice. Once in Harry Potter and another time in Geek. And another time Star Wars. So yeah, so when it's Star Wars, when it's Harry Potter, sure, I can have perfect rounds, more easier. But in Geek, doesn't bother me really. So it's just, as I said, play my game and hope I can get quote unquote revenge on Joe when all this is over.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck, David. We'll put you in the back for just a moment as we bring up your competitor. He is the number 7 seed in the tournament, currently ranked number 4 in TMGeek. He is Dr. Spaceman, Alan Shepard. How you doing, sir?
Aloha, Kako. I'm doing great. I'm coming in as usual, ready to get my butt handed to me, but at the same time, having fun while it happens. David is no joke. He has been, killing it all around all the different leagues. The dude's got crazy knowledge. I've always respected his knowledge in so many different things. So I'm just here to have some fun and see what happens. And I brought my manager, Dr. Fate, to let fate decide what's going to go down.
There you go. Question for you. Anything, as far as this being a number 1 contenders match, are your eyes set on that, or you just do anything?
Just doing my thing. You know me. It's all about having fun, and we'll see if I fall face first or lay back and relax after this. We'll go see what happens.
There you go. Pulling out an Aaron quote. Go ahead, Aaron. Anything for Alan?
I was going to say, he stole the one thing I could possibly say, but I will say we have, obviously, at the time of recording, it's winter, but at the time of airing, it'll be a nicer season. We have one competitor who lives in Spain and one competitor who lives in Hawaii, so either way, they'll get to enjoy this afterwards.
That's right.
Very true, and very jealous. All right. Well, let's go ahead and bring David back in, and we will go ahead and get started. Let's go over some rules for round number 1. You guys know how this works. It's our whiteboard round. 10 questions coming your way in various geek categories. Aaron and I will alternate giving you those questions. Excuse me. You'll have 15 to 20 seconds to write down your answers, and then when we call upon you, please show your board and speak your answer aloud. You do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. There's no stealing, no multiple choice in this round, obviously. I think I covered everything. David, do you have any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right, and Alan, same question. All right, well, let's get it on, and I'm going to pass it on over to Aaron for question number 1.
Absolutely. Despite the fact that he said, let's get it on, we don't go to Marvin Gaye for our first category. We go to Star Trek instead. Something sort of similar, right? And your question is, during the opening scene of Star Trek, the 2009 movie, prior to seeing the Romulan ship Narada, what is the USS Kelvin investigating?
Oh. Do you need
And we'll go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right. Let's see what meant. Go ahead, David.
electric storm?
And Alan?
Oh, yeah, he's right. I said wormhole, the fracture that brought it through the dimensions, but electric storm, I think, is correct.
Wording was lightning storm, but yeah, I'd say electric storm is definitely correct on that, David.
Absolutely.
I was about to put like the black hole or the singularity.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I remember they call it.
Yep, electric storm. Good.
All right, so David starts off getting a 1-0 lead, but a lot of game left to play. So moving on to category number 2, which falls in the wizarding world. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, Hagrid says his students need to do what to open their monster book of monsters?
I mean, it's no Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but Monster Book of Monsters is quite a title.
Hey, a lot of thought went into that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. And this time we'll start with Alan.
I believe it's stroke or pet the spine.
David.
That is its edge or back, like.
I'll accept both answers. Stroke the spine. I didn't ask for an exact quote, so those are both correct.
Spine, yeah. English.
All good. All good. That was one reason why I didn't make it a quote question.
All right. With that, we'll go ahead and move into the Marvel Cinematic Universe for our third question of this match. And your question is, in the Guardians of the Galaxy films, what is the name of Peter Quill's ship?
What's wrong?
The first one?
We just need the namesake for the ships, because obviously the second one just has a 2 at the end of it.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? Oh my God.
We'll go
You
5,
asshole.
4.
Repeat.
Okay.
All right. That's the first repeat from Alan. In the Guardians of the Galaxy films, what is the name of Peter Quill's ship? And obviously, we would just need the namesake because there is just a 2 at the end of the second edition of the ship.
Exactly.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh my
Alan bringing a lot of religion to this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
All right, and we'll go ahead and start with David.
I put the Milano for Alisa Milano.
And Alan.
And that is correct, and it took me a minute to get there. The Milano.
That is correct.
God.
It confused me because you said in the Guardians of the Galaxy films, and I think
Yeah, that one probably could have been worded a little better. Thank you, Aaron, for picking up the slack there. As my marker's trying to die on me. All right. Moving on to category number 4, which falls in Middle Earth. Middle Earth. Besides disappearing, what else happens to Bilbo when he puts on the ring during the battle with the spiders?
So, to go back to our previous question, being an 80s kid himself, do you think Quill ever went out of his way to bag an Alyssa inside the Milano? Like, do you think that was a life goal of his?
5,
Clearly, yes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will go to Alan.
Is it that he can actually see the spiders?
And David.
understand the spiders.
He can understand the spiders. That is correct.
Ah, shit. I hate those movies too. The Hobbit ones, not the other ones.
No, we know.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to question number 5, which comes in the category of Marvel, not the MCU, just the other ones. In Deadpool 2, what is the anniversary gift and only memento of Vanessa that Wade is left with following his attempted suicide by explosion?
Suicide by explosion. That's a tough way to not go. 5, 4,
Right?
3, 2, 1. Pins down. And we'll go to Alan.
I know this isn't correct. I just put snow globe because I have no idea.
And David.
I don't know if it has a name. It's a coin from the arcade in their first date.
I will accept that. It is a skee-ball token, but all I need was
Skee-ball token, yeah.
So, yes, that is acceptable. All right. I'm sorry. That is mine, isn't it? My bad. I'm like, I just scroll over. I'm like, oh, I do the evil.
I can read it.
No, it's fine. I'm just.
We're just chilling.
It's early, guys.
You know. All right. So your 6th category, guys, coming in the category of DCEU or Worlds of DC. Who plays Martha Kent in Man of Steel?
You know, the unfortunate thing is, beside the constant references to the fact that we are pre-recording this, they will know that we're pre-recording this because DC will probably have another 3 universe names by the time this comes out. Just how they seem to roll.
4, 3, 2, 1 pins down, and Alan.
The sexier as she gets older, Diane Lane.
And David.
I don't know how she was when she was young, but Diane Lane.
Diane Lane is correct. And the score is 6-3. David holds a 3-point lead, but like I said, still have a lot of game to go.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and move into number 7, which is going to come in the category of mixed bag. And the question is, what is the name of Shia LaBeouf's character in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? And should it come down to it, we will accept first name only as long as you get that.
Right. This is a movie.
Okay.
I think I know where you're going with this. We just need the generally used name throughout the film, not the specifics of the actual, like...
Well, I wrote the long one, so...
Hey,
Okay.
whatever works, man, as long as you feel good about it.
Sounds good. Looks like both guys are ready. We'll go pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to David.
Henry Jones III.
And Alan.
I put Mutt.
All right. So Mutt is what we were looking for, but I believe David's is also going to be acceptable.
I mean,
Just want
if you don't accept it, I will challenge and give my argument. But
yeah, it is. He was born Henry Walton Jones III. So David will receive that point as well. But Mutt Williams was what we were looking for. I just didn't have the alternate name there. All right. Great job by both. And we'll move on to category number 8, which I know both of these guys enjoy. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Finish the Han Solo quote from A New Hope. Blank religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid. Speaking of religion, Aaron.
Am I tirade?
oh, I'm actually.
We'll go 5, 4.
I like your sounds,
3,
David, today.
2, 1.
I do those a lot. You're not the first one to point that out.
Right, let's see what Alan has.
It was very expressive. I love it.
Let's see what
me?
Alan has. Yep.
Hokey.
And David.
Hokey.
Do the. I will accept it. You do the hokey.
He elongated it. Hokey.
Hokey religion. All right. Absolutely. All right.
That was a great question, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like that one.
I hate quotes.
I know, me too, but it's a good one.
All right. And we do have David with a score of 8, Alan with 5. Moving on to question number 9.
All right. My internet perfectly took me out of that entire question, but I am back at the right time. And we move into question number 9, which is going to come in the category of DC films. These are all the DC films that don't require a stupid universe name. What is the name of Zazie Beetz' character in Joker?
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously?
Here goes the perfect round.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
You both look confident as ever. Let's go to David.
I only watched this movie once. Ali?
And Alan.
I put Alicia.
We were looking for Sophie.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
David
I was going to write the bitch that really didn't exist and they gave it away when we already figured that out. Thanks. But
I get the mixed bag. I get a cast and I fuck up in DC. Okay.
All right. Your 10th and final category. Unfortunately, that last one ended the perfect round run for David, but that's okay. We have your final question. Final question coming in the category of plot summary. I'll give you the plot summary of an IG film, and you guys give me the film. When Captain Amazing is kidnapped, a group of superheroes combine together to create a plan. But these aren't normal superheroes. They are individuals who are not good enough to be real superheroes. Now the group must put all their powers together to save everyone they know and love.
You
could have stopped reading after Amazing. They were just like
pretty much.
You know, you usually are very good at hiding the important names.
But that one, you gave it.
3, 2, 1, pins down. I had a feeling it was going to be like, man, that describes several movies. If I didn't put
several.
Let's go to Alan.
My fourth favorite superhero film of all time, Mystery Men.
And David.
Watched it for the first time like 2 weeks ago. Mystery Men.
Nice.
Mystery Men indeed. All right. Might have been a little easier on that one, but I'm sure
if it isn't Baby Bowler.
Listen, that's to make up for the Sophie question.
Yeah.
There you go. Fair enough. All right, so we end round number 1 with a score of 9-6. It's anybody's game. Moving into round number 2, Aaron, would you like to take it away and fill these guys in on the rules of round number 2?
Absolutely. Going into round number 2, the competitors are each going to have an opportunity to spin a wheel. After spinning that wheel on their first spin, they will have the choice to either keep or get rid of what they land on, unless it is opponent's choice. Whichever category you get, by whichever way you get it, you will get 5 questions each worth 2 points, unless you decide to go to multiple choice, in which case it'll become worth 1 point. For the person currently not competing, be sure you're paying attention, as if your opponent misses, you will have the opportunity to steal. And you guys do keep all your repeats and challenges. David, all 3 repeats and a challenge. Alan, 2 repeats and a challenge. Any questions, guys?
Nope.
All right, so we'll go ahead and go to David, who will have the choice to spin first or second once he has read the categories by Kevin.
All right, the categories on the wheel tonight, in no particular order, are as follows: Star Wars, MCU, Mixed Bag, DC, Quotes, Middle Earth, Star Trek, Scores and Soundtracks, and of course, Spinners and Opponent's Choice. So, David, the choice is yours.
I am going to spin first this time.
Okay, David's going to spin first, so Aaron will bring up the wheel, and we will get this thing going.
Absolutely. The wheel is up and ready, and here is your first spin.
Excellent, excellent.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And your first spin lands on
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth.
Thank you.
Middle Earth. David is going to keep it. Okay.
No hesitation.
No hesitation at all there. All right, so Alan, be ready for any potential steals, and David, I'll be giving you 5 questions in the realm of Middle Earth. You do have all 3 repeats and your challenge. Alan, you have 2 repeats and your challenge. Any questions? All right, just try to keep your hands on the screen as much as possible, guys, throughout this whole round. I appreciate what you've done so far. All right, here we go. Your first question, David, in the realm of Middle Earth. In Fellowship, who tries to destroy the One Ring at the Council of Elrond?
Gimli.
Gimli is correct for 2 points. Good start there. All right, question number 2. What is the full name of the character that Samwise Gamgee marries at the end of Return of the King?
Rosie Cotton.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your third question. Who voices Gollum in the 1978 animated version of Lord of the Rings?
Multiple choice.
All right, going to multiple choice there. Is it A, Dominic Guard, B, Anthony Daniels, C. Christopher Guest, or D. Peter Woodthorpe?
Can I get the options one more time?
Absolutely. Give you a free repeat of the options. Is it A. Dominic Guard, B. Anthony Daniels, C. Christopher Guest, or D. Peter Woodthorpe?
C.
C. Christopher Guest is incorrect. Going to go to Alan for the 1 point steal. I'll repeat the question and the multiple choice. Who voices Gollum in the 1978 animated version of Lord of the Rings? Is it A. Dominic Guard, B. Anthony Daniels, C. Christopher Guest, or D. Peter Woodthorpe?
It's funny because I looked this up not too long ago, and then I went, "Oh, I gotta remember that because I might pop up," but I immediately forgot it. And it was a choice between my Amazon $5 to get the Google movie. I was gonna choose this or the new Takashi Miike movie. I went with the Takashi Miike movie, and it's amazing. I'm gonna say D.
D, as in dog, is correct. Peter Woodthorpe is the correct answer for 1 point.
I knew A and B were not.
Alan, getting the answer correct on a journey that took as long as the Hobbit films.
Yep. Oh, all right. So back to David. Your penultimate question in Middle Earth. In An Unexpected Journey, who was the first dwarf to arrive at Bag End?
Dwalin.
That is correct for 2 points. And your fifth and final question. In The Fellowship of the Ring, who suggests to Frodo that they use the Buckleberry Ferry to get to Bree?
Merry.
That is correct for 2 points. So David doing a great job in round number 2 here, hitting all but that one. Alan doing a nice job picking up the steal, though.
The rest of them just rolled off his tongue quite eloquently.
Yes, they did.
That they did. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring up the wheel, and we'll see what elegant category Alan will end up with.
Nice. Okay.
This
wheel has a title now.
And...
Is it going? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, it's a little laggy, but it's all right.
All right.
It does have a title now.
Does it have a title?
Has a
Star
title
Wars.
now. I see that. It does land on Star Wars. All right.
There's been so many Star Wars questions.
This is interesting, man.
Yeah, there's been so many Star Wars questions asked. I'm a little afraid this is going to get super deep and kick my ass and give me something. Oh, I don't know, droids, for example.
If I remember, you did pretty well on that one, Alan.
Yeah, but I guessed my ass through it. I did beat you. You know what? Oh God. Okay, fine. Let's do it.
All right. He's
gonna do
going to
it?
keep it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alrighty then.
Oh, fuck. I shouldn't do this. Okay. Because he's going to steal all of them that I lose. That's all right. He'll get his knockout quick. Let's go.
All right. So since
Always the most confident.
Right. Alan always comes in like every match is his first. I love it. Since I presented David with his 5 questions in the realm of Middle Earth, Aaron, will you take it away in the realm of Star Wars for Alan?
Oh, God.
Absolutely, Alan. Here we go. 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. Let's go ahead and get into it. Your first question is, in Rogue One, a Star Wars story, who is the first member of Jyn Erso's team to die on Scarif?
Oh, my God. Okay. Go through the whole battle? Shit. I think it's Ahmed's character, and I don't remember the character name. Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Chirrut Imwe, B, Bodhi Rook, C, K2SO, or D, Baze Malbus.
Oh. 2, I forgot he's an actual thing. I'm gonna go B, Bodhi.
That is incorrect. We move over to David for the chance to steal. Your question and options are, in Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, who is the first member of Jyn Erso's team to die on Scarif? Is it A, Chirrut Imwe, B, Bodhi Rook, C, K2SO, or D, Baze Malbus?
I think between two. I think it's Chirrut Imwe.
That is incorrect as well. We were looking.
It was K2SO.
K2SO.
It was K2SO.
Yep.
As soon as I said Bodhi, I went, shit, no, that scene happened right before.
Bodhi is even after Chirrut and Baze,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Is he?
At least before.
I thought he was before those two.
No, because Chirrut activates the thing.
That's right. Oh my God, you're right. Okay. Damn.
I couldn't remember if they or because every one of those are
Yeah.
Like back to back.
Again, a droid. I knew it was going to be a droid question.
I was
Okay.
gonna say if there's one thing, Alan called the droid thing. So there you go.
All right, here we go. What droid? No, I'm kidding.
No, you
in Rise of the Skywalker.
Dio.
All right, here we go. In The Empire Strikes Back, what part of the Rebel Echo base on Hoth is the primary target of the Imperial Walkers?
The power generator.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, and question number 3 in the category of Star Wars. What is the first thing Rey sees in her vision when she touches Luke Skywalker's lightsaber in The Force Awakens?
Oh, shit. That's an awesome question. Fuck balls. Okay.
That is an awesome question. I would agree.
Damn it. Okay, she touches it, and it's not. Oh, shit. I got to go multiple choice because there's so many things that are coming to me.
All right,
Multiple
here we go. Your options are A, Emperor Palpatine, B, Starkiller Base, C, Kylo Ren, or D, the Jedi Temple on Ahch-To.
None of these were in my mind. Okay. Repeat the question because. Repeat the
You want
question.
to repeat the whole question?
Yes.
All right, that'll be Alan's second repeat, so a repeat with options. What is the first thing Rey sees in her vision when she touches Luke Skywalker's lightsaber in The Force Awakens? Is it A, Emperor Palpatine, B, Starkiller Base, C, Kylo Ren, or D, the Jedi Temple on Ahch-To?
Kylo Ren, B, or C, Kylo Ren.
That is incorrect. We move over to David. Your question is, what is the first thing Rey sees in her vision when she touches Luke Skywalker's lightsaber in The Force Awakens? Is it A, Emperor Palpatine, B, Starkiller Base, C, Kylo Ren, or D, the Jedi Temple on Ahch-To?
Jedi Temple on Ahch-To.
That is also incorrect. You were looking for Starkiller Base.
What part of Starkiller Base? The whole thing, or what? What? I don't get. This question's weird.
Would either of you like to challenge? If that's where we're gonna go.
Because
kind of want to.
you
Because
kind of want to.
I believe you. I believe I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
Let's.
No worries.
That's not too clear. It's a Starkiller Base.
All
I
right,
think I know what you're
Who
talking
wants to put their challenge forth? Let's do that. Let's start there. This is clearly going to happen, but who would like to say the word challenge?
I knew these questions were going to go deep. You
I'll do
would.
it.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
All right.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what's happening here.
All right,
This
so
question
officially,
sucks.
David is challenging the question. We're going to go ahead and go to break, and we will come back with an answer in just a minute.
All right.
So
So
I
I'm
was gonna say,
guessing
first thing I'm going to do is just go to YouTube.
I am opening Disney Plus right now.
Opening Disney Plus. That's a great answer, too. Yeah, just open Disney Plus.
I have neither one available to me right now, so sorry.
right.
I've got it right here. And
We got-
I just have to.
Because I thought the first Vision.
I honestly thought it was Kylo Ren, but
Yeah.
I don't remember the scene very well. Anyway, but
And then I know that there was her being taken away, or her being with Simon Pegg's character, and then the ship flying away, and then there was the Kylo destroying the temple.
okay.
And then there's in the forest. She actually is in the forest where they battle at the end of the movie, and then goes into.
She's in like I'll
So
honestly
get
say,
rid of that question.
Okay, so
New question.
I would say before we go back in, just completely throw out the question and do a new one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
None of the answers were the correct answer.
Yeah, exactly. That is the only fair way to do it. So that's what we'll do.
Shoot.
5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys, we are back from the challenge. We did pull up the clip, and Aaron did some digging behind the scenes. So we did figure out that the hallway that is seen when she first touches the lightsaber is actually from where Vader and Luke fought. So it's not from Starkiller Base. And so since there was no answer that was the correct answer given in those, we will throw out that question, and we will give you a backup question as your third question, Alan.
Cool. Thank you, David, for challenging.
And as of such, Ever the Sportsman, David will keep his challenge for that, as it was ruled in a correct favoring. And we will go ahead and move on to Alan's new third question, which is, in Solo, a Star Wars story, who does Val suggest perform the train heist instead of Han and Chewie?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, is it Zan sisters? Yep, the Zan sisters. B, Beckett and Rio. C, Lando Calrissian. Or D, the Cloud Riders.
Beckett and Rio.
That is incorrect. We go to David for the steal. And your question is, in Solo, a Star Wars story, who does Val suggest perform the train heist instead of Han and Chewie? Is it A, the Zan sisters, B, Beckett and Rio, C, Lando Calrissian, or D, the Cloud Riders?
The Sun Sisters, or Bausch, Sun Sisters.
That is correct.
Interesting. I've only seen that movie once. That's why I said shit when you said.
All right. So with that, we'll go ahead and move into question number 4, which comes in it's Star Wars. Anyways, the question is, in the Clone Wars, after Anakin fights Count Dooku, who is revealed to actually have Rada the Huttlet with them?
Oh, you mean that Clone Wars? Jesus Christ.
Yes,
I forgot this existed.
The only one called Clone Wars.
Yeah, I always attack the clones. All these movies blend together because they don't really exist. So, multiple choice.
Your options are A, Asajj Ventress, B, C-3PO, C, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or D, Ahsoka Tano.
Is it C-3PO?
That is incorrect. We go to David for the chance to steal. In the Clone Wars, Anakin fights Count Dooku, who is revealed to actually have Rada the Huttlet with them. God damn it. A, Asajj Ventress, B, C-3PO, C, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or D, Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka.
Thank you for putting that question out of its misery. The score is 19-9. And we're going to go ahead and focus back up and take it serious here. Any correct answer will allow Alan to avoid a knockout as we move into the final question.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
In Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, how many total pilots compete in the Boonta Eve Classic pod race?
You fuck. fucking kidding me? I knew I shouldn't have went with this shit because these are deep and crappy. Okay.
Like that shot of your mouth. Look at that.
And the only only one I got, it was one I challenged, and I said, oh, during the challenge, it was this hallway, so I got that right, but it doesn't count. So let's see, how many pod racers? Too many, because that movie sucked. Okay, let's see. Multiple choice.
Absolutely, you can do that. All right. Is it A, 18 racers, B, 12 racers, C, 21 racers, or D, 16 racers?
The two-headed guy probably said it, but I was too busy going, why is a sportscaster sounding like this in a Star Wars film? This is ridiculous. Screw this movie all to pieces. I hate it. I'm going to say 18.
That is correct for a point. We go to round 3.
We are going to round number 3. That was fantastic.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's a visual dictionary question. But I don't think they ever
you
say.
can pause the movie and count them. I'm pretty
it's a pause.
Yeah, that's actually what I did to make the note. But yeah. I mean,
what is happening right now?
Great.
Now I'm curious about the 5.
We shall see.
All right, hold on.
right.
Sorry, while we're in a break, I gotta get some water.
Yeah. You're fine.
I thought I just handed it to you, David. I said, here you go.
No, but actually, I pause and count a lot in the Star Wars movies.
Really? Well, because you never know exactly what questions like this are going to come up, and just how many of this and
how many engines are on the back of the Kennedy,
right?
And
I answered that question. It's 11.
11. Yeah.
I know how many rebels are in the hallway when at the beginning of A New Hope.
I know. How many? I gotta know. 10. Oh, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
I think it was 10. Either 10 or 20. One of those.
Though it's special edition they put out.
I think it's 10.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna go left here, and just BPW.
We're going left.
Yeah. So just before I count it back in, I just want to let you know. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, and so Alan does save himself from a knockout, and we are moving into round number 3. Alan's got some work to do. David has a 9-point advantage, 19 to 10. But in round number 3, anything can happen. This is Geek, so I've seen weird things happen. Anyway, we will go. You get an option to get, or you give me 3 numbers, 1 through 12, and those numbers will correspond to your 3 random geek categories, and they will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. There's no stealing, no multiple choice in this round. David, you have 3 repeats and your challenge still intact. Alan, you have 1 repeat and your challenge still intact as well. And David, since you have the lead, I'm going to go ahead and get your numbers first, sir. 1 through 12.
Hold on.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to stop you. I believe that repeat Alan used was on the question we threw out, so he should get it back, right?
Oh,
yeah, I like that.
We completely threw that question out due to the incorrectness of it. So.
Yeah,
I
I'll
got 2
right
repeats
now. 5, 4.
I just thought about that because I was like, it'd be fair.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, we did converse just a second, and since David challenged that question and the question was thrown out completely, as per what we usually do, Alan will receive the repeat that he used on that question in round number 2 back. So Alan actually has 2 repeats and his challenge, David with all 3 repeats and his challenge. All right, so now that is squared away, David, I will get your 3 numbers, 1 through 12, please.
2, 3, and 11.
2, 3, 11, and Alan.
And I got to make my son happy by quoting our favorite song. If man is 5, the devil is 6, then God is 7.
Alan going with his traditional 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right, so Alan's got some work to do, but it's not an impossible task. So let's see what we have going on here. All right, Alan, your first category number 5, since Aaron gave you your round number 2 questions. I feel like that was forever ago now. Aaron gave you your round number 2, and I gave David, so we will swap in the essence of fairness. So, okay, here we go. Now, your first category, number 5, corresponds to scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. All right. Your 2-pointer in scores and soundtracks. Who has scored the most Star Trek films to date?
James Horner.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Jerry Goldsmith.
Goldsmith. God damn it, the other one.
And your winner by TKO, and moving on to be the number 1 contender for Joe Farrelly's newly inherited title, David the Spaniard Garcia. Congratulations, sir. We will drop Alan to the back for just one moment, and then we will talk to David. How are you feeling, David?
Hey, look, this is what I kind of wanted. My average performance, I think I missed 3 questions. So, yeah, I'm feeling great. My season's over. Finally, I can sit back, relax. I don't know, maybe for a week because I have to get ready for next season. There's a lot of stuff going on. But this was a hell of a year, and I'm very happy about how it went overall. Even if I didn't get the victories that I needed for the championship, I'm really happy because I think that this season I was able to step up my game and be where I want to be as a player. So next season, I am looking forward to play Joe again. And hopefully this time it is the match we want it to be, win or lose.
Absolutely. So speaking of Joe and that matchup, you're coming off that matchup just previous to this one, and then now you have that to look forward to. I know you guys study together, you manage each other. How will you approach that moving into the next season?
Filling my gaps.
Filling in the gaps.
Yeah, because honestly, there is no strategy. Joe and I are too similar as players.
Right.
Maybe there is a category he knows better than me. There are some categories I know better than him. But even if we put those on the wheel, there is a chance any of us can like swap those. Right. So I'll just fill in my gaps and answer more questions than him this time.
There you go. Aaron, anything for our big winner this afternoon?
Yeah, so you have an interesting advantage that a lot of players don't always have going into a title match, which is you haven't played one, but you did see one firsthand as you were there with Joe when he won the title. So you've seen firsthand how the new round 3 and round 4 in those title matches work. Do either of those bring any extra level of intimidation or definitely preparation? But how are you feeling about going into it, dealing with the new rounds?
Here's the thing. I am not new to 5-round matches. I have played more 5-round matches than Joe, I believe. Even if I haven't played one in this format, I helped Joe with the strategy, and it kind of played out. So, I mean, Joe is not going to have a manager to prep for this one. While I have Alex on my corner too, that's going to help. But as I said, I don't know what movie Joe is going to put on the Deep Cats, but Joe knows how I study Deep Cats. I know how Joe studies Deep Cats. So, I mean, it's, as I said, there is not really a solid strategy either of us can use. I'm just curious about what Joe is going to do. Just curious because I don't think it's going to screw me too much. You know?
Absolutely.
But no, to answer your question, no. There is no special intimidation factor.
Gotcha. All right. Well, congratulations once again on the number one contendership, and looking forward to that match to kick off the new season next year. All right. We'll drop David to the back and bring forth our second place finisher. We don't have any losers here in TMGeek. Dr. Spaceman, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good because that was a lot of fun. Crazy challenges and crazy guesses and all. And David's is such an awesome guy. I love the confidence he brings, and just the knowledge that he brings. And he's so laid back and chill. Even when he's tense, he's laid back and chill. He's just a good human being and a good person. So congratulations to him. I look forward to him and Joe going at it and be able to watch that. And a lot of this, I don't know that I ever actually have stress doing this, but I would say, I'm looking forward to coming back again. Just one thing I always love about this is figuring out, what kind of stuff I need to pay attention to. What was Zazie Beet's character name? Oh, that's something I should probably pay attention to. The number of pod racers, I'm probably not going to get on that because, I ain't going to watch those movies again. But certain gaps I can fill. But that also shows my weakness. If anybody's on me, they know, let's give them the prequels. And that includes hobbits, clones, whatever it is. I'm not too interested in learning about that stuff. But other stuff, yes. Because I've always wanted to revisit Deadpool 1 and 2. And I need to jump on that too because I enjoyed those films, but haven't gotten back to them in a while. But I had fun. I always have fun, and you guys are always great. And you put up with my shenanigans, so I can't ask for more.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for sure. This will put you at 3-2 on your record, which will keep you still up near the top. So I know we'll be seeing you back next season. Aaron, anything for Alan before we close out?
Yeah. No, not really. I think this match had everything. It had everything that you wanted. This is the second time in a row on a I'm giving up guess. Alan has made it in round 3. Which is just I love doing this with Alan because I always know it's at least going to be entertaining, no matter how the match goes itself. We're at least going to have a hell of a time doing it. No, I look forward to having you back next season. Like Kevin said, 3-2 is still a solid record. You're still up there at the top, and you'll just kind of be waiting for who gets the wins to see who you're up against next.
Yep,
absolutely.
Cool.
All right. Well, we will see you next season, Dr. Spaceman. Thank you very much, and congrats on making it this far.
Cool. Aloha, guys.
Aloha, man. All right, Aaron, that was a good match. David did what he had to do. Like he said, he only missed 3 questions, including a steal question. So that's a tough performance, even if at any level. But yeah, what are your closing thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I mean David today played as perfect as you're going to get, without steal opportunities between rounds 1 and 2. The most you can score is, I believe, 21 points, and he scored 19. And that's everything that you need to say about that. He came in, he did what he had to do. He played very well. Alan, I think, unfortunately, Alan got screwed by his own thoughts in the sense of, I think he kind of predicted what happened. He was worried about the deep cut of the Star Wars category, which is a byproduct of doing a Star Wars tournament so early. Sometimes you got to go a little deeper with those questions. And I think it bit him back just a little bit, but we certainly know he's got the element. He's got the guesswork element. He can get to answers. He does know a lot, and he can get questions right. And he's good at coercing his opponents into challenging for him as well, which is certainly a great skill to have going forward. Always helps when you can have them do it, because if that had gone not their way for some reason, he wouldn't have lost his challenge. So, no, it was fun. It was great. And yeah, we get that rematch. Earlier in the season, we had our first rematch between Devontae and Andrea, and that went a different way the second time around. And now we have another rematch coming up where the Spaniard is challenging Hot Fuzz for the title, his first defense, to see if he can do it. And I'm looking forward, man. It's like what we said in the first match they played. These are the two guys that hold probably two of the bigger records you can hold in terms of trivia, highest points earned and most perfect rounds, only perfect round. So it's an interesting match to see them go at each other. And again, David makes an interesting point of these are two guys that help each other get there, that they are no longer going to have that for the sake of wanting to win. So it's going to be an interesting match.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait for it. I'm already looking forward to next season. But hold your horses there because we do have one more match left in the TMGeek season for this year. It will be yourself, Aaron Knoll, versus Papa West.
What a whimper to go out on.
That will determine. It is a retirement match just for Aaron, though. Jacob did not want to put his geek career on the line, which is totally fair. But Aaron says if he loses, then he will step away from the geek competition side. I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll see. Never know. So check out the match. That'll be a good one too. But definitely tune in next season. I appreciate everybody that's helped in any way in this tournament. You know, co-hosting, writing, participating, everything that possible, because this has all been a ton of fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And we will see you next season. Like I said, check out this one last match. See if Aaron will be competing or if he'll just be on the desk next season. But we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. We will talk to you next time. Thank you. Thanks, Aaron, and keep geeking out, guys.